Hello, Dave Dog here. This is our Road to Glory save with Bradford Park Avenue. First of all, apologies for the lack of videos for the last week. It's been over a week since the last one. I've not been very well, so impossible to make videos, but I apologise for that. And today we are playing Blythe away from home. But let's get back up to date with how we've been doing. Mixed news, I'm afraid. We played Matlock at home and went down 2-1. Williams got us off to a good start with a 5th minute opener and lots of yellow cards being shown around half time there. Jones and Ferguson, our fullbacks, both picking up yellow cards. They equalised at 59 minutes in the second half and got the winner in the 3rd minute of added time. If we look at the XG, they just shaded that and we only had one shot on target all game. So then we went away to Gainsborough and managed to get back on the winning trail. We only had 4 shots, 3 of them on target, to their 7 on target and a lower XG, but we managed to win the game. Thanks to Jim Sims up front and Trusty playing well on the left wing. So Sims opened the scoring in 17 minutes. He had them one ruled out just before half time on 40 minutes. Trusty went off injured before that. And Sims had another one ruled out after Gainsborough had equalised on 62, but he wasn't to be denied, that man Sims. Harding the assist, and 2-1 we narrowly won this game, but we're not playing well, not as well as we were previously. A win's a win, as they say. So then we had the FA Trophy second round. We were at home to AFC Telford and we went down 1-0. Sometimes Sims doesn't play well and nobody scores. So this was one of those games. We went down 1-0 to Telford. Not much in it in the XG. 5 shots on target to them, but they had a lot more shots, 14 in total. But we're bossing the possession as we do in our tactic. It was a Hinchy own goal on 37 minutes that decided the game. We'll see a new name playing in our defensive midfield role. Wesley Fonguk is our new player. He's a 30-year-old ball-winning midfielder. He can play defensive midfield, but he looked good on paper. If we look at his career stats, he'd played National League 6.97 for Altrincham. Also played League 2, not as good there, 6.55, but he's certainly not doing it here at our level. Not so far anyway. And been very disappointed in him. Ferguson got injured in this one and he was to miss a few games. So then Spennymoor at home. It was a 2-2 draw, and you can see we changed formation slightly. It was tinkering, trying to get more chances out of the team, and we went to a 4-2-4, playing more wing play, and it worked to some extent, but it allowed more chances. If you see Spennymoor there, 3.36 XG. From that, we were lucky to get a point. Again, bossing possession, but not doing a great deal with it. So penalty in the 11th minute, we're off to a bad start. Barnes for Spennymoor. And Goy soon got one back 2 minutes later on the 13th minute. They again took the lead on 67. And Harding with a fantastic free kick. He'd come on a sub and a fantastic strike. In fact, I'm going to show you that one. It was a brilliant free kick for someone who's seen as a central defender. And maybe we can find a place for him in the team. Look at this. Top corner, whips it in. What a goal that was for a centre-back. As you can see there, Jones is not playing too good. I might start playing him as the right-back if he can put free kicks in like that. So point. We then went to second placed Hereford and went down 2-1. Hereford are now providing a challenge to Guiseley. Guiseley have lost a few games recently, and I think Hereford are only about 3 points behind them. But we put up a good show in this new 4-2-4 formation. It was Kunku who opened the scoring on 10 minutes. They made it 2-0 after 24, and then we came back into the game. Tom Sams scoring from a fielding corner to make it 2-1 just before half-time. No further goals in the second half, but not much in the game at all. To say Hereford are a second in the league 0.68 XG to 0.48. Double our amount of shots on target, but it's to be expected. 21 fouls by Hereford. Shows they had a little bit of a problem with us. And Tom Sams being the man of the match in that one. But Sims playing up front with Stead. Both of them not doing a great deal, neither the wide men, and that's where the problem is. So after second place Hereford, we went to Darlington and got a draw. We again conceded fairly early on, 15th minute. Aina, this time from a fielding corner, made it 1-1 on 18 minutes. Sims had a goal disallowed in first half injury time. Again, nothing further in the second half, and another point on the board. Probably a game we could have narrowly won this one. We actually went down in possession on this one. Darlington having most of the possession. Aina is our man of the match on this one. We see again Sims 6.3. Beresford came in at left back instead of Ferguson, not playing well. We also put Stanway in because, as I said in the previous episode, he wanted more game time, so we rotated in goal. He didn't play too bad at 6.7. So the next game's bottom of the table, Stourbridge at home, and we went back to our old formation with our staggered midfield and our staggered forward. It seemed to work to some extent, although we left it late. 13 shots, 4 on target, only 1 shot on target from them resulted in a goal. 1.92 XG to 0.45, so we bossed it. He kicked us about a bit, as you can see by the yellow cards in the first half and beginning of the second half. But Sims opened the scoring from a beautiful cross from Ferguson, returning after injury. Had probably his best game for us, 7.9, and Sims then found his shooting boots in this game and made it 2-0 in injury time. But we made hard work of it against the bottom side. Macaulay came back into the team, 6.5, not fantastic. Jones again, 6.3. We're going to have to look at removing Jones from that right back position, as he's not been playing well. But Sims the boy to the rescue after a few bad games. And the last game before today's game was Kings Lynn away. They're round about us in the table, and it was Sims again. He's found his shooting boots. Another 2 in this one. We rode our luck a little bit. Came from behind twice. Edmondson opened the scoring on 3 minutes. They had a goal disallowed for offside on 12. Then we went up the other end and Sims scored from Trusty's through ball. Another Edmondson goal disallowed on 19 minutes, again offside, so something's working in the team, our offside trap. And Edmondson eventually got one just after half time to make it 2-1. Sims 62 minutes equalised, and that's the way it stood. Sims picking up a yellow card in added time, but as I say, we rode our luck a little bit. 8 on target for them and just a little bit better XG, and we lost possession. But a good point overall, especially if you look at how we played. Change of formation again, maybe that's the problem. I shouldn't be changing formations all the time, but I try to bolster up the midfield when we're playing difficult away games. Only Hinchy playing well. The new guy, Fonguk, came in because Fielding was suspended. He's not going to play in future. I took him off and Williams played there, as suggested by Gianluca Havan, our assistant, and he played better as the anchoring midfielder. So into today's game then, let's have a look where we are in the table. And we're just outside the playoffs, 5 points outside in 11th position, 34 points from 23 games. So we've got plenty to do, as you can see. Kings Lynn just 2 points in front of us. AFC Telford will beat us in the FA Trophy. But then a bit of a gap to Scarborough, 39 points. Just look at the top of the table. Guiseley are still there, 3 points in front of Stevenage and Hereford. So into today's game then, we're playing Blythe. They are 15th, 29 points, 5 points behind us, and we're away from home. Let's see how we're lining up today. So we're playing this game 2 days after the Boxing Day fixture against Kings Lynn. The team has had to be rotated a little bit. Fielding comes back in after his suspension as our deep line playmaker. Put in Harding in at right back. Jones has had too many poor games, and Harding, as we thought, is always good for a free kick. So it's Macaulay in goal, Harding right back, Aina and Sams are the centre-back pairing with Ferguson, can only play 45 minutes, but I don't want to put Beresford in from the start, so we'll see how he goes. He actually made the team of the week for that great performance that I mentioned, probably his best game of his career for us. Fielding as a deep-line playmaker, good relationship with Hinchy as a Mizala, and Lovick playing as a box-to-box midfielder. He doesn't want to play there, he's moaning about wanting to play on the wing, but Trusty, much better out there on the left wing, and has got a good partnership with Sims. Sims has been scoring since Trusty's come back in. Of course, Fred and Goy is a fixture on that right side. So on the bench then we've got Beresford, Jones, Williams, Hurst and Stead. 4-3-3 wing play. We're going in balanced, and we really got to be winning some games now, and this one against Blythe should be the start. So we've gone with Gianluca Haven's suggestion for the team tour. I want to be impressed today, go out and put on a show. And that's inspired Jim Sims, and that's all we need. We need Sims banging that ball in the net, as he has done in the last couple of games. 4 in his last 2. Let's see if he still continues that form. So Blythe lining up with a 4-2-3-1. The danger man, Teofo, up front. We tried to sign him before he went to Blythe some seasons ago. And there's our 4-3-3 with Fielding back in the team as the defensive midfielder. We're in 11th, 34 points. Blythe, 15th, 29 points. So let's skip that and get straight into the game. Nothing happening earlier doors. Blythe are the 11-8 favourites. We're 15-8. Recent form, we've won 1, drawn 3. In our last 5, they've won 1 and drawn 2. So we're slightly better on the form table. And 15th minute, first highlight. And there's that man, Teofo. Gets away from our defender, plays it across. There's Morgan. Oh, he's hit the upright. And Teofo still has it, but we get away with that one. Let's have a shout and encourage. Keep forgetting we're playing in yellow. Let's do that one. Press Morgan, the winger. So we are the yellow bars, not the green. So it's Blythe that have got the momentum. And 7 shots. We haven't. Oh, we've just had one shot, but not on target. So we're not in the game really, are we? 50% possession, and that's an uneventful first half really, apart from them hitting the post. Nothing on target from either team, and it's really got to improve on that, surely. Let's get into the dressing room. We're not going to win if we don't shoot. It's been really disappointing to watch. I'm disappointed with the quality of our passing so far. I've had that one before, let's go for that one. Needs to improve. That motivates everybody. So get in there, second half, and do something. Anybody playing totally terribly? Not really, just up front. Tate, Trusty and Jim Sims. So let's start the second half and see how it goes for the first 10-15 minutes or so. Here's Sams, knocks a through ball. Sims not interested in that. Morgan, the winger, picking it up deep. And Ashton plays a long ball through. We're just not winning any balls. That guy Teofo, it's like a magnet to him. Look at him just running through there. Just let him run through, why don't you? Pick him up. You're supposed to be marking him tight at all times. That's what the instruction was. They're thick, these players. Or what? Trusty, Fielding. Plays it through to Hinchy. Hinchy's the man who can create something, but not on this occasion. Trusty picks it up. Links up with Sims. Sims is in. It's a penalty. Just about to shoot and taken away. Hill went in too hard and Sims is taking the penalty. 49th minute. Can we take the lead here? Here's Sims. Can he make it 5-3? He does. Keeper goes the wrong way and we're 1-0 up. Sims is the man, but good through ball there from Trusty. Here he goes. Keeper dives forlornly to the right. He's right, and Sims puts it in the opposite corner. And we'll stay on balance then after taking the lead. That's our only shot on target. We really need to do better. Let's have a shout and demand more. Well, yeah, we've taken control this second half. That half-time team talk seems to have worked. Let's check in on some of these players, because 45 minutes Ferguson was to have. Sams is very poor. Ferguson is poor. We're going to have to change those two. Jones can play centre-back, although not on the left. We're going to swap him with Aina. And Ferguson, we're going to put in backup left-back. Beresford, we're going to put him as a full back on defend. Trusty's only 6.1. How come? What's happened to Trusty? How long have we got? 70 minutes. Yeah, we're going to make a triple sub. We're going to bring Alex Hurst on for Trusty. He's a right footer, so we're going to make him an inverted winger on support. And that's it, triple sub, 71 minutes. See if we can see this game out, confirm those changes, and hopefully we can keep it as no shots on target for Blythe and win it with this penalty. Although they're coming back into the game on the momentum, and here's a highlight for them. This could be an equaliser. Here's Hare taking his time, shoots, and didn't even look at that one. Macaulay knew it was going over. And let's have a shout. Encourage. Doesn't always go well encouraging when you're in front. And we're going into added time. A game of not much to say about it. No shots on target for them, for Blythe. And we get a narrow 1-0 win from a penalty by Sims. Although we didn't play fantastic. Tom Macaulay is our man of the match. I don't know why. Why is he man of the match? No shots on target. He didn't have anything to do. I just don't understand these marks sometimes. But notable events. That says it all. 50 minutes. Sims penalty. Nothing else. No yellow cards or anything. This must have been a Christmas hangover game. Well, let's see where we are in the league after that. We are 10th. 4 points behind. Filed in the playoffs. So we're chugging along nicely. We could do with a few more goals. Better than previous seasons, but after the early start and the 9-game unbeaten run, I thought we were going to be in the playoff positions. We're not that far away. If we can sign a striker that can score as many as Sims, then we will be in business. But that's been the problem all along, getting 2 strikers that can score. So let's see where we're going to come back for the next episode. I'll try and get this one out within a few days. So we've got Warrington at home, Peterborough away, Guiseley at home. I'm not going to do Guiseley, we've done a lot of derby games. Brackley away, Chorley at home. I'm going to come back for Chorley at home. 29th of January will be our next episode. Thank you very much for watching. Please like the video and subscribe if you want to see more. This is Dave Dog. See you again. Goodbye for now.